The COVID-19 pandemic posed challenges to agricultural-based livelihoods and food security in Kenya. But we're glad to note that various mitigation measures that were undertaken by all relevant stakeholders, and therefore availability, access, and affordability was attained. To further improve on this situation, and after consulting with relevant stakeholders, including governors in our maize-growing region, I direct as follows: to ensure that our farmers are able to dry and sell their maize with minimal post-harvest losses, I do direct that maize drying charges at the National Cereals and Produce Board, NCPB, be reviewed downward by 50% from the current Kenya shillings 40 per unit to Kenya shillings 20 per unit. The national government will also make sure that maize dryers are made available to all maize growing areas by the coming season. These dryers will be community-based and therefore will be managed by groups of farmers, cooperatives at community level. This will ensure that farmers are able to store or sell their maize at the appropriate moisture content and thus contribute to enhanced farmers' income. Number 3, our National Cereals and Produce Board has stores across the country that are currently not in use. And so I therefore direct that the NCPB avail these stores to our farmers and farmer groups and traders for storage at an affordable cost. NCPB will therefore be required to review the current storage charges from the current Kenya shillings 10 per bag per month to Kenya shillings 3 per bag per month. And I also direct that the recommended minimum maize selling price by the farmer to be Kenya shillings 2,500 per 90 kg bag, and require that the ministry enforces these prices. The above interventions will therefore mean that the country will have sufficient maize, and therefore there will be no maize imports from outside COMESA and the East African Community region, and the millers are therefore directed to ensure that they prioritize mapping and mopping up of all the maize that is available locally. I also direct that the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock, Fisheries and Cooperatives to engage with input suppliers to ensure that all inputs are available across the country at affordable prices within 1 month from this date, before the next planting season. I also note that there are outstanding payments due to the maize farmers, and I therefore direct that payments to genuine farmers and traders who supplied maize to NCPB to be concluded by the end of this week, and that is Friday, the 2nd of October, 2020. And I also direct that wheat millers buy all the locally available wheat stocks before importing additional stocks from outside the country. And I further direct that the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries and the cooperatives ensure that all this is a conditional precedent before allowing importation. Asante sana. The second, I would also like to say we had also a very productive meeting with the governors of Kilifi and Tana River, where we discussed the issue of Galana Kulalu, the farm and its future, and we have agreed to work on a program that will involve how, first and foremost, this farm can be subdivided so that the local communities are able to benefit and start participating in our food security situation in the country, and also how our herders can also have access for their livestock, and also how to commercialize the remaining part of the farm, also to enhance food security across the country.